Good evening. Tonight, we are going to spend a peaceful night beside the ocean, far away from stress, far away from noise, far away from busy thoughts. The beach is quiet. The moon shines softly over the water. Warm wind moves gently through the palm trees, and the sound of ocean waves slowly fills the night air. Take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, relax your body, and allow yourself to slow down. Tonight, there is nowhere you need to go, nothing you need to do. Only relax and listen to the peaceful sound of English beside the sea. The night was warm and calm. Soft waves rolled slowly across the shore. Wave after wave after wave. The sound felt endless, gentle, comforting. A young woman walked quietly beside the ocean. Her footsteps disappeared softly into the wet sand behind her. The moon reflected beautifully across the dark water. Tiny silver lights danced slowly over the surface of the sea. The breeze felt warm against her skin. Everything around her seemed peaceful tonight. Very peaceful. Far away, small lights from beach hotels glowed softly in the distance. Some restaurants still played quiet music near the shore, but here, only the sound of waves truly mattered. The woman looked toward the horizon. The ocean stretched endlessly into darkness. Beautiful, mysterious, calm. She continued walking slowly beside the water. Palm trees moved softly behind her. The leaves whispered gently in the warm tropical wind. The night smelled like salt water, warm sand, and fresh ocean air. The woman closed her eyes for a moment. She listened carefully. Wave after wave after wave. The ocean moved with perfect rhythm, steady, natural, relaxing. The sound slowly quieted her thoughts. For the first time all day, her mind felt calm. No pressure, no stress, no noise. Only the peaceful sound of the sea beneath the moonlight. She smiled softly. Modern life often moves too fast. People rush everywhere. Cars, phones, messages, deadlines, notifications. Everyone seems busy all the time. But the ocean never rushes. The waves arrive slowly, then disappear gently into the shore, again and again and again, patiently, peacefully. Maybe people should live more like the ocean sometimes. The woman continued walking quietly beside the beach. A small wooden pier stretched out over the water nearby. Tiny lights reflected softly across the dark sea. Far away, she could hear faint laughter from another part of the beach. But here, everything still felt quiet. The woman sat slowly on the warm sand. The beach still carried heat from the day. Above her, thousands of stars filled the sky. The moon glowed brightly over the ocean. The entire beach looked dreamlike tonight. The woman watched the waves carefully. Every wave moved differently. Some arrived softly, others crashed slightly stronger against the shore, but all of them eventually disappeared peacefully into the sand. The woman thought about life for a moment. Sometimes people worry too much about things they cannot control. The future, money, mistakes, problems. But the ocean teaches patience. The waves never hurry. The sea simply continues, moving naturally through the night. The woman took another slow breath. The warm breeze wrapped softly around her. The sound of waves surrounded her completely now. Wave after wave after wave, little by little. Her breathing became slower, calmer. Her shoulders relaxed. The tension inside her body slowly disappeared. Sometimes people do not need more motivation. Sometimes they simply need rest, silence, nature, and enough time to breathe slowly again. The woman laid gently on the sand. The stars above looked endless tonight. The sky felt deep and peaceful. A shooting star crossed softly through the darkness. The woman smiled quietly again. The ocean continued singing beside her. Far away, a small boat moved slowly across the horizon. Tiny reflections danced across the dark water. Palm trees moved peacefully beneath the moonlight. Everything around her felt soft, comfortable, safe, the kind of peace many people search for during their entire lives. After a while, the woman slowly stood up again. She brushed sand gently from her clothes and continued walking beside the shore. The beach remained almost empty. Only the moon, the waves, and the warm wind stayed awake tonight. The woman noticed an old wooden bench near the beach path. She sat there quietly and looked toward the ocean once more. The sound of waves echoed softly through the night air. The ocean stretched endlessly into darkness, timeless, beautiful, peaceful. The woman realized something important. Happiness is often very simple, not expensive, not loud, not complicated. Sometimes happiness sounds like ocean waves at midnight. Sometimes happiness feels like warm wind beneath the moonlight. And sometimes peace comes from finally allowing yourself to slow down. The woman closed her eyes again. The warm breeze touched her face softly. The ocean continued moving steadily beside her, wave after wave after wave. The rhythm felt almost hypnotic now, relaxing, comforting, healing, The woman slowly removed her shoes again and walked closer to the water. The cool ocean touched her feet gently. She looked toward the horizon one more time. The moonlight reflected beautifully across the sea. Everything felt calm tonight. No pressure, no fear, no rush. Only this moment. Only the peaceful sound of the ocean. The woman continued walking slowly through the soft sand. The night felt endless, and somehow that felt comforting. There was nowhere else she needed to be, nothing else she needed to think about. Only the present moment mattered now. The breeze, the stars, the moonlight, and the endless rhythm of waves moving through the darkness. Far away, the lights of the city looked small now, distant, quiet. The ocean felt much bigger than everything else, much calmer, much wiser. The woman smiled softly one final time. She understood now why people love the ocean at night, because the sea reminds people to breathe again, to rest again, to feel alive again. The sound of waves continued endlessly beside her, wave after wave after wave. The peaceful rhythm slowly filled every corner of the night. Little by little, the world became quieter and quieter and quieter. Now, take another slow, deep breath. Relax your thoughts, relax your body, and allow the peaceful sound of ocean waves to guide you into deep relaxation, peaceful sleep, and a calm night beneath the stars. Good night.